Alright, honey lovers, we are going to bottle some fresh honey, so that's where we are heading to. It's a bit of a ride, probably about 15-20 minutes. Pretty scenic, so just join me. And we recently harvested the honey, but it's beautiful. We had maybe about 17 boxes, a mix of 8 and 10 frame boxes. Most of them were really nicely kept, good honey. We took it from the farm, but there is a lot of eucalyptus as well around. So what we're doing now is, well, we harvested that already, and we extracted using a 16 frame extractor, and now we have an order for 50 bottles, so we're gonna use a honey bottling machine, and we're gonna bottle that. Just make up that order, 50 order. We don't like trucks in front of us. Trucks not nice. What can we do? Okay, so we're just gonna have a look what we can do. We can nicely extract it and then bottle it, seal it, and eventually, probably tomorrow, it will be ready for delivery to our customer. So we'll see what's happening. The honey is really good. It's really strong, as expected. It has a much stronger taste than the one that you would get from the shop. It's good. Of course, the honey itself is single filtered, cold extracted, so it has never been heated. What you get in the shop is mostly mixed with questionable quality and origin honey, mostly from China or India. And unfortunately, what they do is they sugar it down, and after that, so the process is easier for the manufacturers and for the bottlers. What they do is they actually heat the honey up, and because they're overly conscious about health issues, they even heat the honey even more. And then what happens when you heat the honey above around 40 degrees Celsius? I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, you can leave it in a comment. But when you do that, then it will lose some of its good properties. Now we don't do that, so we cold extract it, bottle it cold. So the honey is genuine 100% Australian honey, and because of that, it keeps all its fantastic properties. And of course, this honey has other ingredients in it, such as pollen and other enzymes that really can help people. So it's very good. The other day, actually, I made some jam, strawberry jam, and to preserve it, instead of using heaps of sugar as what you find in the shops with jams, I used honey, and you don't even need to use much, and it came out delicious. The jam itself does not go off. So just great. Like, why would people use sugar instead of using honey? A natural product. Honey does not go off ever. They find 3,000-year-old honey. It's still edible. It's exactly what we want. A product that's great and doesn't go off. That's what honey is. That's what raw honey is. So don't buy, if you can, honey from the shops. But buy it from a producer. Go to the market. Go to the guy who has the hives and buy it from him. But don't just buy it from a reseller, unless you know that person and you know that his honey is good, source is good. We got this truck in front of us again. I don't know. I'm not a truck lover, as I'm sure you found out. Why don't I like trucks? I don't like trucks because they're big, they look ugly, and they're slow. I like to drive them. It's fun. But we need trucks, right? Don't need trucks. I just don't like them to be in front of me. What can we do? Like, if you see all these trees on either side of the road, this is eucalyptus, and that's why Australia is so good, because eucalyptus is an amazing honey. And as I say, it depends on what flower the bees gather their pollen and their nectar. It obviously enhances the property of the honey. Eucalyptus also has a different taste to, let's say, rapeseed, canola, or sunflower seed. It's very nice. The taste is nice, but you know, eucalyptus is really something special, and that's why Australian honey is so special. We're gonna put this honey bottling machine together, and it has a little pump that will pump the honey out of the storage containers and pump it into the jars based on weight. So we'll see if we can make it happen. Come on, truck, man. Annoying. Okay. And yeah, with the frames. So what we do with the frames that were extracted. Still good frames. It has all the structure of the comb on it, and what we do is we put it into the freezer, and in the freezer we leave it for a few days. And when we do that, then basically it just helps to kill all the bugs and all the bad things that might remain on the frame that is bad for the hive itself. It doesn't make a difference in the taste of the honey or in any of the properties of the honey. No real bug or or harmful bacteria can actually live inside the honey. This honey has antiseptic properties as well. That's why it's so good. So yeah. Keep it in the freezer a couple of days or whatever, a week, and that pretty much kills all the badness, all these bugs, and then if the frames are in good condition, we can put it back to the hive and just all good. Obviously, once it defrosted, and then the bees will clean it up nicely what they don't want, and they will reuse the parts that they do want. Bees are pretty amazing little creatures. They're really industrious, and we need them so much to pollinate our world. But because of all the poison that we use, and even the genetically modified crops that scientists think that we can just tinker with nature and we can create something better, and perhaps we do, but they don't consider, or they don't see or foresee the long-term effects, what it means when we tinker with nature. And obviously when you genetically modify a crop, for example, to be more resistant to pests and diseases, well, guess what? That's not good for the honeybee either. Not good for the honeybee, there is no honeybee, and then the entire life cycle of nature is badly affected. Honeybees are absolutely crucial for life in the planet. So that is something exciting, and that's where we're coming to. This is our little honey hole. We call it the sweatshop. So come on, let's bottle some honey.